All right, I'm back again. I've decided to go ahead and mix up some more resin here and get ready for the next layer. I came in here and altogether since we first started it, it's been about 12 hours and this is nice and hard. This layer has been probably about 6 hours. So I'm going to say, yeah, about 12 hours all together so far, which I'm surprised that is going faster. It seems to me that the layers took longer last time. I don't know. I asked Michael if resin changes over time, and he says that it might, depending on the conditions. I don't know. We had that really hot summer where it got to 110 in here one day. Boy, we had a really bad heat wave, but it doesn't seem to have ruined the resin. And, you know, as long as it's not mixed together, it should be fine, is what he says anyway. All right, so what I would, had in mind and thought I would try, I'd like to go ahead and divide this in half, you see? And I had this idea of making a brilliant gold layer and then a brilliant orange layer. And I don't know which we should do first. We kind of went to clear. Maybe we should do gold to finish that line there with the gold leaf we have. You think? Or would it be weird to go orange and go back to gold again? I'm trying to decide. At any rate, we can mix this up. You see this gold mica powder? Isn't that pretty? It's really fine. Super duper fine. That probably is plenty. We'll just have to see. I don't know why I used that. I should have used the other stick. I guess because it won't hurt it if there's a little mica in with the orange. All right, we'll give this a stir. Ooh, pretty. Yeah, I think a gold layer there on top of what we've done here will really look cool. Oh, look at that shimmer. Now, when I look through it, it does look like it's still a little bit transparent. And I guess that's okay, but I kind of want a little more. I mean, I want it really gold. Perhaps I need to mix it just a little more. Let's see here. Oh, boy, that's pretty. I made the mistake of adding yellow to this one time with this gold mica powder, and it kind of ruined it. It took the shine off of it because my yellow is opaque. You never know when you buy this stuff to color your resin. It's always an experiment of how it's going to work. I think I want to go ahead and put just a little more in here. And when I say a little more, I mean just a little off the tip of my popsicle stick here. See? Just like so. I'll give that a good mix. Ooh, shimmer pretty. Now that's real fine gold mica powder mixed right in there. Right into the resin. All right. Here we go. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Oh, just beautiful. Look at that. I should come over to this side. I'm trying not to pour onto the paintbrush. And the one and the two, it's all about the timing there. Can you tell I have fun doing this? I feel like a little kid playing. Look at that. You can draw with it and do little doodles while it's swirling and dripping from the cup. All right. Let's see here. Get the rest out. Don't want to waste any of that beautiful gold toned resin. Oh, that's going to be really pretty. Ooh, I just remembered I have a rose, almost a rose gold tone mica powder. We might want to put a little layer of that when we get closer to the red tones. That's an idea. I should show you my mica powder collection. Looky here. I got all kinds of mica powder. You name it, man. We can color our resin from here to tomorrow. And past it. All right, now, remember, I still have this other half that I put in this cup. And what I thought I would do with that, oh, let's blow some bubbles. Can't forget. Oh, look at the bubbles go. You can really see it with that gold mica powder. Isn't that cool? Run, bubbles, run! You're chasing y'all. Just chase them out of there. Wow, that's really cool. Look how the mica powder is. Oh my gosh, I just realized something. I can tell that the piezoelectric effect is already working to some degree because the actual gold in the fine powder is already forming a geometric design. Look at it, it's already making it a square, its own design. Do you see that? I'll try to zoom in for you. And now it's going to be interesting to see how that dries, if it continues to make any more of a pattern. But it's obviously radiating off of the sides of the mold. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Yeah, we got some current going. Electric current. Woohoo! Too cool. All right, I'm going to shake up this orange. Now, I don't want the orange to go to sink down into our gold layer. So I'm kind of worried about pouring it on top. I'm going to hold off for a bit before I pour it and I guess make the decision later. I might as well put this last little bit of gold in here. All right, you see here? I've got this. This is some neon orange, and I thought that would really look cool. That's what I used in this demo pyramid that I made first. My practice one. That's this neon orange in there. It really looks cool when you shine a light on it, or you put it, you know, you can put these outdoors in your garden or next to a house plant where there's a lot of sunlight, and it'll really draw in those beautiful colors from the sun and reflect, which then adds more energy to your Orgonite. More orgon energy to the Orgonite pyramid. That's the correct way to say it. Ooh, that's beautiful. I kind of want it a more rich color, though. I really do. And, you know, I wonder if we should put some of these, sprinkle some of these red leaves into it. I wonder if they would show up. Probably not. I'm looking at this. It's pretty opaque. I mean, you can see through it a little bit. Sort of. So I don't think our leaves may not show up. This isn't that much resin, so because the surface here is, we're going up, as we go up, the surface area is getting wider, right? So this, when I spread it out, is actually not going to be that much. As far as a stripe going around the side when you look at it, it's not going to be that thick of a stripe. So we're either going to have to add more to it or just like it the way it is. And I don't know. I'm thinking we should let this sit a minute though. Just because I hate for it to sink down into the gold. Alright guys, I'm going to look at my mica powder. I do have orange mica powder in here. And look at, I have a bronze one we can use later on. So beautiful. That's definitely a root chakra color in bronze. Look at this. That's a pretty orange mica. Wonder if that would mess with the fluorescent color I got going. I think it might make it more opaque, and I don't know if I want that. Kind of want this to really glow. Ooh, I just had a weird idea. Oh, look at how the square has now moved. The geometric pattern. Do you see that? There's definitely a reaction going on there with the resin and the copper wire and the crystal that's down in there. That's really cool. I can see bubbles popping, and I want to get more of those out. So let's see. Look at the bubbles. And look how it changes that square pattern that was there. This is so fun, you guys. I've always been a scientist at heart, and so doing experiments like this just thrill me to no end. I can honestly say. Alright. We'll let that sit a minute, and let's see if... Ooh, look how the square is moving in. Do you see that moving? Look at that. Too cool. Alright, guys. I don't want this to set up. Oh, maybe I should get some bubbles out of here. Heating it, by the way, keeps it a little more liquid too. This won't set it up, in other words. This will, the heat actually makes it a little more liquid. Uh-oh. Where did I pick that up from? More gold. You know, maybe it was a happy accident. Let me just put it in there. What the hey? If I can get it off the stick. What the heck? Oh my goodness, look at the mess it made. That's so funny. I didn't even see it stick to my hand until it was too late and already all over me. Oh, here you thought you were watching some Orgonite be made and didn't know it was a comedy show. It's a twofer. 2 for 1. All right. All right. Well, it's got little flecks of gold. How interesting. Little flecks of gold absolutely everywhere. Oh my. Look how you could actually do your nails if you put it on there carefully and pushed it on. You could have 24 karat gold nails. I notice I'm chipping off some of my fingernail a little bit here. And I know that was earlier when I was scrubbing one of these. This one didn't get... We still got some gold in here. We still got gold in this one. I might as well put that in here, huh? And of course, any of these designs that it might do right here in the middle will not be, we won't be able to see it from the outside. So it's just kind of fun for now while we're watching it dry, right? Ooh. All right. Okay. I think I am going to wipe this off this time. And I always wipe my stick off, but what I mean is the cup this time. Just because I have been using them more often than normal. I'm not sure why. I don't know if the resin has changed or what the deal is, or if the atmosphere is somehow different from when I was using them back in June when I was making all my wedding decorations. I was using a whole lot of resin, and boy, I could swear back then it was a whole day in between these layers of having them dry. And here I am doing several layers in a 12-hour span. Interesting. Well, artwork is never different. Now we got to think of what we're going to do to with this wire. I'm thinking after this dries, before we go too much further, go ahead and cut it off. Or not. I think maybe I'll pull the brush out and go ahead and swirl it some more, and then as we do the layers, it'll just be in there. That's a better idea. Alright, we need to let this set up though. But I can't let this get ruined. We sure want to use it. I'm just not ready to put it on here yet. Oh boy, we got a whole lot of bubbles. I should have showed it to you before they all popped. It's kind of cool to watch. I forget to hold it on camera for you. Kind of looks like a mess, but it's a sparkly mess. Wow. So cool. I don't know. Maybe we test a little in the middle and see what happens. Of course, it's awful warm. Let me let it cool a little. My thing is, I don't want it to sink. I want it to float. I'll just let this cool a minute. Okay, I'm going to pause. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. And this is still nice and runny. I'm going to go ahead and just do a little test here. I thought I would drop a little dollop in the middle and see if it sinks or swims. If it just sinks down in there, then we may lose the layer. I can't really tell if it's going to be heavier than the... You'd think the gold mica would be heavier, but you know, it looks like it's sinking down. I wonder if we should just do some dollops of this all over. You know what? I don't want to waste this resin. I'm going to just continue on with the experiment. And just trust. You know what I just realized too? I could have removed this paintbrush. I don't need it anymore. It's just in the way. I don't want to go moving it right now, though, because it might disturb the wire. Although, I guess that wouldn't matter. This resin will just go down into the hole if it moves a little bit. Oops. Yeah, let me get that out of the way. It's no longer really serving its purpose. We don't really need that anymore. Ooh, look how cool that looks, you guys. Let me bend this up out of the way a little bit. And then I'll go ahead and swirl it nice again. Now that we got it all anchored below. Well, come on, resin, where are you? It's getting nice and thick. Yeah, after we let this layer dry, I'll refashion this part of the wire. I think that's a good idea. Oh, I want to make sure I get some of this out towards the edge. We won't see it. Huh. Could be we need to mix up some more of that. I want the next layer to be some crystals, though. I think we're going to have too much, as far as a design, to balance it out. I think for the side view, for it to look really cool, we probably need to start on some, a layer of crystals now. Oh, well, this will, I don't think this is going to give us the glowing orange stripe I was looking for, because it just wasn't enough resin. But that's okay. We can mix it more. If anything, this will just add like a really cool neon glow hue under this gold. Because the next layer, I'm going to do clear, so that, clear resin, I mean, so that the next layer of crystals and metal that we use, we will be able to see it. So clear resin will be next with crystals and metal. And we'll talk about that next. All right, guys. I will meet you back here after this dries. And I'm done fiddling. Ooh, let's do this. Of course, you won't see what I'm doing in the middle. Okay. It feels like it's getting tacky anyways. I probably should leave it alone. All right. Bubble removal time. Ooh, look at them pop. I love doing that. Too cool. Look at that pretty gold, swirly, orangey design. That's neat. Ooh, I see a bit of a gold flake coming up. That's cool. Look at that. All right. Oh, don't forget, I don't want to overheat. Okay. Wipe off here. Clean off my stick. And get ready for this to dry, and hurry up and wait. We'll hurry up and wait for it to dry, and then we'll do the next layer. Yeah, like I say, I think the next layer should be clear resin with some interesting crystals and some shards of metal. We'll get the energy going. All right. So this is what it looks like down here at my level. And as you can see, the resin level now is at about 3 inches. See my measurements there on the side. And then from down here, it kind of looks like that. You can't really see our layers because this mold is so opaque. It truly is going to be so fun, you guys, when we unmold this, because it's always such a cool surprise to see how all the layers turned out. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. It is the next morning, and I went ahead and poured just a little bit more of this fluorescent orange on top. After I paused the camera, I realized that we just didn't have enough and it wouldn't really show. But I can see the stripe now. And I think that's going to really enhance the glow factor when the light shines on it. To add just a little more of that brilliant fluorescent orange. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is go ahead and let's fashion this wire into a swirl so that it can swirl on down to the rest of our design. I'm going to go ahead and straighten it out. A little bit here with these nylon jawed. Whoops. Lift out the whole thing. All right, let's see here. Smooth that out. All right. Let's see. I do have these. I don't know if I'm going to want all of this. I almost feel like I need something bigger. Maybe my fingers. There. That's coming along. And that can go down then into the base of the whole thing. And see, then the power, the electricity literally can spiral up into the crystal and through all the organic and inorganic materials. Cool. Is that down? Well, I think I need to move this down just a little bit because we don't want it above there. That's I'm going to say, oh, probably a good ½ inch below the surface here where the bottom of the pyramid will be. All right, so now we just need to mix up some more resin. This time we're going to do clear, and I thought we'd do some crystals and some more organic material. Oh, that's right, we were going to add some metal in there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pour the resin, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've got, this time I mixed up quite a bit more. Almost full here. I know we're going to need a lot more because this time we're going to be covering items. And I think what I should do is lay down, since this is hard, I think I should lay down a layer of this first before I drop stuff in there to try to avoid as many air pockets as we possibly can. It's all about avoiding bubbles. And this is loaded with bubbles. But I thought we'd lay down a layer first. Here we go. And let's pop some bubbles. I was just noticing how I spiraled the wire. It's going to go clockwise up into the point there. That's pretty cool. Subconsciously, just did it right. It just felt right. Okay. Now, I think I would like to start with, let's start with a few garnets. Excuse my arm. I would like to see some beautiful garnet crystals in here. And then I also want to put some red jasper. Oh, aren't those pretty? So pretty. Let's see here. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see if they sink. The resin is awfully thick. Oh, those are so pretty. And I'm thinking of the orange neon and how that's gonna really reflect off of these beautiful red garnets. And again, these polished little stones, I get them on Amazon. Okay. I'm wondering if we should do another layer with jasper. Now notice how I'm not putting quite as many in the middle, although that is touching the wire. And that's because we don't really need as many in the middle. All you see are the ones on the outside. I'm trying to decide if I want to save my jasper for later. Ooh, I didn't mean to bump the camera. I'm sorry. Fix that. Okay. How about some organic material? I'm just kind of worried that I don't want to create bubbles. Maybe flip some of it around, eh? Get some of the different yellow hues. Let's see. Where's my popsicle stick? My dry one. Here we go. There. All right. I'm going to go ahead. Well, let's put a little bit of resin on top of those leaves. Kind of sink them in there. Sink the battleship. Oh, you guys. You don't know how incredibly fun this is. You know, that's the secret to life right there. How much fun do you allow yourself to have? Do you allow your creativity to come out? Play around and just get creative. So important. Let's see if we can get some bubbles out. I was just thinking, with the holidays coming, that almost looks like a wonderful holiday drink or dessert or soup or something. I don't know. Like, those look like little cranberries. Definitely looks autumny, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play around with some of this copper. Now, this is just one of those scrubbies. When I bought it, I didn't realize it had a sponge inside. We don't need the sponge, but this is real copper, see? So, this is a cheap way. What I'm doing is I'm trying to cut it, but I don't necessarily want that to fall into my resin quite yet. I kind of want to control it. So, what I'm doing is I'm just cutting off a piece here. There, see? I just cut it off. And I thought what I would do, oh, hey, looky here. How about we just kind of roll it one direction and the other direction Wait, let me see here. Maybe just hang on to it on one side and roll it. Holy roller. I keep hearing a Beatles song in my head. Holy roller, holy roller to me. Oh, wow. How cool is that? Oops. I don't want to get my fingers in the resin, so let's go ahead and use my stick. Oh, that's going to look really cool. Of course, this side doesn't have as much copper, but we can solve that, can't we? Yeah, we'll just cut ourselves a little more off of here, see? Turns out I only need about that much there, see? And that's the ticket. We'll just cut a little off. Oh, come on. There we go. Well, got more than I bargained for. Alright, roll this up like this. Oh, maybe not quite that tight. I want it to sort of match the rest. There. Ooh. Oh, you guys, that is just so sparkly pretty. Now, I don't want this little stray spot sticking up quite so far, so we'll fix that. And here's another little corner that's kind of, we'll fix that. All right, let's do another little bit of resin, kind of hold that mess down. Oh, wow. Too cool. Alright, how are we doing on our resin here? I have a feeling we're going to need to mix up some more. But that's okay. Yeah, looks like I only got about this much left in here, so definitely going to need some more. Well, then I guess what I should do is just finish pouring it. Might as well. And I'll just mix up some more. Oh, this is so exciting. I still have those bits of wood too. But I want to put some red jasper in on top of this. All right. Okay. So I can kind of use this wire to wipe my stick off on. Yeah, that works. Cool. It's another twofer. Energy producer or conductor and stick wiper. Who would have known? All right, let's see. Bubbles. I see lots of bubbles. Look at them go. I know I kid about it, but I could just spend all day popping bubbles. I mean, it's great fun. All right, guys, I'm going to mix up some more resin. Be right back. Okay, so I've got some more mixed up here. I didn't make quite as much this time. Maybe half. Maybe about half full. All right, I've got more bubbles coming to the surface here, so let's go ahead and pop those. Alright, and I kind of want to push this down a little bit. It's sticking up in spots, and it doesn't have to be level, but an intended layer will look better than wild all over the place there. Okay, that's a little better. Now, give this one more little stir here. Boy, I swear, try so hard not to mix bubbles into it, but you just can't help it. Thank goodness it comes out pretty easy when you use that heat gun. All right, let's see here. I kind of want to cover this copper metal just a little more. Give a little bit better base for hopefully hold these up a little better. Okay, let's put some beautiful red jasper. Oh, so pretty. Now, I want to kind of try to keep them towards the edge because, you know, they're kind of wasted if they go in the middle because you don't see them there. So, boy, is that a chore to keep them there. Time to fish out my stick. Okay, yeah, this is where a little bit more of the creativity and you can just kind of play around with them. You get back up here. Could be I need to let this resin dry so they quit falling down into the middle. And then I can get another good layer. Whoops. Another good layer around the edges. Except I have all this resin here. Shoot. Let's see. Maybe I can be a little more careful, eh? Shoot. They bounce into the middle almost every time. I know what. Well, let's see here. No. I was going to put a leaf there maybe, but then I don't want to, of course. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I'm thinking about that coil. I don't know that we'll be able to see it anyway. Not with all this stuff around the edge. I was thinking about if I stuck a leaf in there, kind of as a barrier to keep the stones from falling down into the middle there. I guess I could. There. Part of Mother Earth. That's one of those beautiful red maple leaves from my gorgeous maple tree I showed you at the beginning of the video. Yeah, everybody's yard is so pretty this time of year. All the fall colors. Oops. Oh, wow. That's really cool. Hey, look at that. Just kind of hold them against the side like that. You know what? Maybe I'm getting a little wiser at this. And then they can't bounce as easy. Got that piled up kind of high there. I'll have to move that a little bit with my stick. Oh, let me make this easier on myself and turn it. There's an idea. Wow, you guys. This is just beautiful. I can't wait to see it. It's one of those things that you go to bed at night and you just, I'm dreaming about it. I can't wait to get up and go peek at it and see how it's doing. I just love little projects like this. Creative juices going. For sure. Oh, here, let me pour just a little resin on them. Make them stick. You see that, you guys? Isn't that neat? Make sure my camera's going. Yeah, okay. Cool. Look at that. Wow. Oh, I should put a little on that leaf, huh? That's pretty cool. I sunk the battleship there. Okay. Look how beautiful these lighter colors and the modeling in that red jasper. I feel like should be some there. I know it probably doesn't look the same from above as it is. Gosh, can't speak. I'm sure it doesn't look the same as it does from my angle. But I'll bring the camera down so you can see what I'm looking at. Get over there. All right. Oh my gosh, this pyramid is going to end up way bigger than I thought. But you know what? That's pretty cool. We're already to 5.5 inches. Or excuse me, that would be 4.5. 4.5 inches. And we didn't even get to the black onyx or the tiger eye yet. Okay, well, I guess that means we're making a bigger pyramid. A bigger one. Fine with me. That, you know what that means? I just get to have more fun. I'm all for that. Alright, we'll glue all that together there. Whoops. Hold your stick over the thing, Kim. Here I am holding it off to the side and it was dripping on my mat. I better wipe that up. I had some really cool silicone mats that I normally use. And I took them to the wedding. Mike and I got married in June, in case you didn't know. And anyways, I made all of our wedding decorations and bought these really nice silicone mats. And I ended up taking them to the wedding and they're in boxes somewhere and I can't find them. So darn, I wanted to do this project with you guys. And I'm having to use this mat, which really isn't made for wiping resin off, although it's been doing pretty good. This is one of those mats that's called a no-cut or something like that. You can actually cut things on it with like an X-Acto knife, and the cuts just kind of disappear. It's really cool. It's heavy duty. It's not really meant for resin. All right. I'm going to go ahead and let that set up. Looks like this one is sticking up quite a bit farther. There. A little more level to the eye there. That one is really pretty. See that one? Okay. Stop fiddling. Looks to me... Oh, here's a stray one. Looks to me like we need to blow some bubbles. Watch this, guys. Woo! Okay, let me take you down so you can see what it looks like from the side now. Okay, so here we are looking in, and we've got the wire spiraling down. You see we're at about 4.5 inches deep now. And when you look down on the side, you can kind of see that orange band going across there. Camera angle a little better. Anyway, wow, that's neat. That's really neat. Okay, meet you back here in a bit after it dries. All right, I'm back, and I've mixed up some more resin, and I've got quite a bit, as you can see. Nice full container here. Guess it's a little resin beaker. Now, I went back outside and look what I found. I found some wonderful fall colors, some blossoms that are still outside in my yard. And I got a bunch more of these leaves off of my blueberry bush. So let's have some fun. Yay, we've got color. All right. I think, as usual, I'm going to go ahead and lay down a layer first. Just hopefully to avoid air bubbles under the objects that we want to place in here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just give us a little layer here. And it was kind of bumpy there where the rocks were anyway, so this will help fill in those gaps. All right. Too cool. Yeah, it seemed like a whole lot of resin. But like I was saying before, of course, as we come up the pyramid or down the pyramid, we're going to increase the surface area there. So now I'm wondering, should I keep these flowers whole or tear them apart and put the petals around in there? I don't know. As I say it, I'm kind of wanting to say whole. I just don't know if they'll show through. Well, let's just do this so that they do. Duh. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put some of those gorgeous... Let's see. We want to go dark light, dark light. All right. So, I don't know if I have enough stuff to do all of this like this. I might have to pull some petals off or go, you know, at the very least, go back outside, right? Here, let's just do something like this. Where's the other red leaf? I just love these red leaves from my blueberry bush. They just turned so brilliantly red this year. I just felt, oh, look, isn't that gorgeous? It's a little bud. And I'm trying to think of what it is. It almost looks like a little rose, but it's not. It's whatever this was. Impatience? Can't remember now. The last of the stuff outside. That's what it is. These are chrysanthemum, right? Mums. They're pretty. Let's see. We want one here, but we're gonna want one over here too. By the yellow. I love the contrast. Oh gosh, I don't want to forget about all these guys. These beautiful red blueberry leaves. I don't want to hide the yellow. So we have to always be aware of what it's going to look like on the outside, right? Outside looking in. Ooh, that's a beautiful one. Actually, it's not. I went outside and got some more because some of the ones I picked the other day were getting almost too dry and crumbly to work with. So these are... This guy needs to be up here higher so it can be seen. Easier to work with when they're pliable. I get distracted and I forget where I'm at when I'm talking. Sorry, guys. I'm just having a ball. I feel like I need light. Maybe not. Maybe not. Happy accidents. I need some more yellow or some lighter color in there, don't you think? All right. Could be I need to make a trip. Do I have any colors that are lighter over here? I do not. Ooh, isn't that pretty? We can put some of this in here too. But I have a feeling that, yeah, I mean, it's more of the same. It's too red. I see it. Don't you see it? We need yellow. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going back outside. I'm back. I can't believe I missed these, you guys. Explosion of color. Marigolds. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize I had those. This is truly a game changer. Although, we still need yellow in that area, don't we? Oh, I found some of this. This is some pansy. That'll do. That's got some yellow in it. All right. Now, boy. I say we just kind of pack some of those in there. I mean, how can that not be absolutely gorgeous? I am so excited. I'm so glad I went back outside and took another look. You know, I've got little nooks and crannies of flowers and pockets of beautiful things all over my yard. I'm kind of a plant gal. I just love nature. All right, you guys, what do you think? I think that's going to be beautiful to look at. I'm so excited. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Well, let's pour some resin in. I'm thinking that those will go really, really just be striking against these black crystals. Now I'm trying to think. Obsidian, that's what it is, obsidian. And I want to end it with obsidian. But we still have, my goodness, we still have tiger's eye. But I think we're going to fill this mold up. I wasn't planning on making it this big, but the more I go, the more beautiful it is, and the more I just can't stop. You know, these fall colors have just... I can't pass it up, you guys. This is such a beautiful project. Ooh, I feel like I need to fill it up in the middle. Push out. Push out. All right. Tell you already, we need to mix up some more. It's good to mix a little at a time, though, because you get too big of a quantity And then it's really hard to get it thoroughly mixed. And if it's not thoroughly mixed, part A and part B, well, it doesn't set up right, and then you have a mess. So that's not good. All right, guys. Okay, I will pause the video and mix up some more and meet you back. All right, I mixed up yet some more. And like I say, I mean, I do all the mixing off camera because you really are supposed to mix it for a full 3 minutes to make sure that it's thoroughly blended. So I've done that already, and now I think we're just about ready to go ahead and pour. And this time I think I'm going to go ahead and pour from the middle out so that it pushes those blossoms up against the wall of the mold. The walls of the mold, I should say. Okay. Wow. That was full. We're going to probably need more. Look at that. There's still... wonder if I can push some of those down just a little. I don't want to make them look squished, but I don't want them floating necessarily either and taking up too much room. I'm so in love with those beautiful obsidian, polished obsidian pieces that I'm really looking forward to those being on the bottom. And I didn't really want to make this pyramid this huge, you know, to fill up the whole mold, because I want to finish it up soon. It's going to be really big. All right. So let me see if I can kind of force these down just a hair. Maybe make them a little more uniform as far as the level. And if they're particularly pretty, push their face up against the wall there. Yeah, make sure that you can see them up against the wall. Oh, you guys. So pretty. Since I'm kind of leaving it a little bit hollow here, I'm always wondering if maybe if you could put one of those flat little battery operated tea lights underneath, if it would light up. I've seen people make these where they have the lights. They pour the resin right over fairy lights. I kind of want to try it, but then I think, yeah, but when the lights go out, you can't get it out. And then I've seen other people who've built hollow contraptions where you can stick the lights up inside when you're done, but you got to have something to pour the resin around to make a hollow space. Anyway, this is going to be beautiful in a window or in your garden or just anywhere in your home. The energy that it's going to transmute is going to be great for any space. Animals, plants, people. It's just good for your space. Okay. Geez. I'm not sure what to do. More resin and get a flat spot? That might look good. I think we should. I think I should get some bubbles out is what I think I should. Let's see, what's a bubble? Although the middle spot, you probably won't see the bubbles. It's still... You know what I just thought of? Careful of the heat gun in your petals. You don't want to wilt everything. That wouldn't look nice. You want them to be frozen in the resin. Full life. Yeah, that's the ticket. All right. I think I'm going to mix up some more resin. Be right back. All right. I've got another batch of resin mixed up here. And it looks pretty good. Okay, let's see here. We've got some of these flowers that are really sticking up there. Let's see. I put quite a lot in there, didn't I? My goodness. Okay, well, geez, it is what it is. Oops. Hold your stick over the project, Kimberly. I'm over here dripping on my mat again. Was just talking about that in one of the other scenes, how you ought to hold it over your project if it's gonna drip, right? Oh boy. Can you see that? Or is my hand in the way? It's fun. That's what it is. Pure fun. Trying to hold it at an angle so you can see what I'm doing. All right. I think this is the last of it. Well, those flowers are good and preserved now. Okay. Question is, do I mix up more and get it level before I add the next layer, like of rocks? Or do I let some of the rocks go in some of the valleys here of the petals? In other words, do I raise the resin up and keep it perfectly level and then add the rocks so that the flowers are free floating by themselves and the rocks have a clear line of their own? Or should the rocks be intermingled and see how this petal's sticking up? So if I poured the rocks now, some of them would be down further than this petal that's sticking up when you look at it from the side, right? That's what I mean. So, another artistic dilemma. All right, I'm going to think about it in my head of what that looks like. I kind of want a line there. I don't know why. A geometric clear area, which means that I would need to mix more resin to either that or I can shovey. Let's try that. Because I don't want to fill this up too soon before I get my pretty obsidian in there. Let's do that. I think I got enough resin in here now that I may be able to go ahead and get it close enough to level. There we go. Okay, that's better. Hi, Michael.
Hi, baby.
You're on camera.
Cool.
Well, at least your voice is.
I'm just going to peek and see what you're doing.
Yeah, so now we got a layer of fall flowers in there. We've got marigolds and chrysanthemum and some, what was left of the pretty pansies.
Nice.
Some fall colors.
I like it.
I love the little red leaves, too, that came from the blueberry bush.
Oh, yeah.
They add a lot of color. So next we're going to do a layer of obsidian, but I think we need to let this rest. Otherwise the rocks will sink and it won't be a distinct layer. But I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Very nice.
Meet you back here, guys. Okay, hi, I'm back. And we are on day 2. And it is almost 5 o'clock in the evening. I started this yesterday at about 10 a.m. So yeah, I've been going quite a while. Now this is, hear that? It is ready. So I mixed us up some more resin. And I was thinking, you know, we still have these bits of wood. And I don't know, maybe we should go around. I think I should put another layer down first before we do whatever we do. I was thinking about going around with some of those little bits of wood. Then I thought, you know what, maybe it would just look nice to just finish it off with some of the obsidian now. This is getting awfully large. We are almost done filling up our mold here, you guys. I've never made one this big. So I'm kind of inclined, although wood strips in there would look so interesting, wouldn't it? Maybe not so big and break it up. Or maybe smaller pieces to begin with. Like so. Huh. And then fill in the gaps with obsidian. These aren't all breaking into little pieces like that, like I was doing. Well, that's kind of interesting. Ooh, this dark piece, I like that. That's kind of cool. Let's see here. I'm just kind of getting artsy fartsy. That's a technical term you learn in art school, don't you know? I'm going to fiddle with my wire here just a little bit more. Oh, it's sticking to me. It's tacky. It's got resin on it. Okay, now. Ooh, I had an idea. How about if we put some more of these red garnet? It's kind of strategically placed. In like maybe just the corners or in some of these spaces here. Pick up some of the light. I know I dropped some. Let's see. That's kind of cool. Maybe in the middle too. Ew. Let's get one of my... Okay, let's see here. Whoops. Well, now that's epic fail. There. Looks like I missed here. Well, goodness. It's the angle I'm dropping them at. I'm holding against the wall this way. I can hear Tinker and Michael in the other room playing. He gets her to growling, and it's so funny because she's a little teacup chihuahua. And boy, she acts like she's so tough when she plays with Michael. Can you hear her? He really gets her going. Okay, that's kind of cool. Now, I'm thinking if we do black obsidian on top of that, that's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Okay, here we go. Michael still thinks we could shine a light up in there, but I think I put too much stuff in there for a light to go through it all. Aren't these beautiful? Uh-oh. My mold feels stuck. There we go. I'm telling you, everything is getting sticky around here. It's a sticky situation. So, if he thinks we might still be able to put some light up in there, I guess I'll refrain from putting more things in the middle there. And just fill it in with resin. I'll try to get this all covered here, however, because we want a nice pretty black stripe. I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's my 6-inch line. I'm going to at least fill it to that. And then we know we got a 6-inch pyramid. Oh my gosh. And it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. And you can say you actually got to watch me make it. Isn't that neat? Yeah. When it's all done, you'll know the secret of how the hamburger was made. Oh. No, but you know what's so cool is that it's not only beautiful, but it's really functional. Just knowing that it is helping to clear EMF, you know, the electromagnetic frequencies, all that static noise that's in our air, from all of our electronic devices that we have in our society. Being exposed to that day in and day out is harmful over time. Granted, it's in tiny doses, but the buildup over time is just not good. And so having Orgonite in your house and an Orgonite pyramid or Orgonite jewelry, which, by the way, I think we might take some of these leftovers and make a cool pendant. What do you think? I've been thinking about that. All right. Oh boy, I can tell you right now, I don't have nearly enough resin left. Oh, isn't that pretty? It's so glossy and shiny. Oh, wow. guys, I am in love with this. This is just really neat. Really neat. Oops. Hold your tools over your project so they drip back over here, not on your mat. You know, one day I will learn that. You think? Here's something cool I kind of thought up. Use this popsicle stick itself to kind of level everything out. And you can kind of force the rocks to lay down in a little bit more level. Cool. Now, if I mix up more resin, which I'm going to need to, that also has a leveling effect, right? I can already see this is up a little higher here. But basically, all right, so the other thing I can do is eyeball it, and like here I see a dip. Get a few in there and make sure that you don't have any real obvious dips along the line there. Oops. That was already a high spot. We didn't need that there. I think along here still. Alright. Like I say, you get more resin on there and that helps level it a little bit too. There's still a little bit of a low spot there. That's looking better. It's looking better. Okay, guys. Mixing more resin. Be right back. All right. I think this is our last batch of resin. We're coming down the home stretch. Yay! Oh my gosh. And you know, I think we went ahead and I think that wire is submerged now. Look at that. It's underneath. We did it, you guys. That's too cool. Okay. Get these edges. Make sure these edges are all filled in. And then, of course, it's self-leveling. And I've put a level on this counter before, and it's nice and level, so I don't even have to worry about it. I know that it's level. Woo-wee! Cool. Now, I don't want to use all of this, because I got another surprise. I got another surprise. Let's get some bubbles out first. Then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Look at all those bubbles. I tell you, I just never get enough of this. It's too cool. I just feel like a little kid playing in the bubbles. Ooh, pretty. It's like a really beautiful dark lake. Cool. Looks to me like we are completely covered. All right. Here, I'm going to move this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Here, I've got another mold, and these are for making pendants. And see these little tabs here? That's where it will make a hole so that you can string the pendant after the resin is dried. And what I did was I took one of these cute little blueberry leaves and I put it next to this really neat obsidian It's kind of oddly shaped. I thought that was really cool looking. And I thought, now let's make a really cool orgone pendant. So I thought I would reserve a little bit of the, let me get me some wire here. I'll reserve some of the resin, hold a little bit back so we can fashion an orgone pendant. All right, here's what I want to do. I want to make a swirly so that we have some copper wire in here. And I've got a couple of different sizes. This wire is so soft that it's real easy to work with. It's also really easy to mess up. Mess up your design. It's almost easier to control it just with my fingers. It's so lightweight. All right, I'm gonna go around 3 times. 1, 2, 3. How cool is that? Look at that. Okay, now I'm thinking, put that here. Let me cut this little piece off and we'll finish the end so it'll be pretty. I might have left too big of a tail. We'll see. We can always adjust it, right? Let me go this way with the little wave, the little end first. And then grab it with this, and then this is where I think maybe my fingers will work better. And make us a swirly so that it's real pretty and it directs the energy. Ooh, I'm liking that. I'm thinking that's really, really cool. Look at that, you guys. Ooh, I can see that paired with a really neat sweater or something. Anything, really. You could wear it with a really pretty dress or with some cool jeans. Dress it up or dress it down. I'm already picturing it in my mind's eye. All right. We can always adjust it a little more with our popsicle stick after we get some resin in here. So let's cover it. Ooh, be careful. Overfill. That actually doesn't look too bad the way it is. I feel like I need a toothpick. My popsicle stick is just a little too fat for what we're doing in this project. There. What you think, me? Why is that feeling stuck? I'm not moving it around very easy. There we go. Ooh, look at that. I kind of want to make sure there's a little bit of a space there. Oh my gosh. That is too cool. I love that. We've got organic, inorganic. We've got, well, crystal is actually considered organic. It's actually a sentient being. It emanates, I was going to say power, energy. It emanates energy. And then, of course, the metal, right? The copper. Okay, and then in resin. And so, remember I was talking about how Wilhelm Reich, he was a German scientist who discovered that how this orgon works and actually transmutes the energy from negative to positive in the environment. And so it's good to have on and around. And anyway, it was further discovered that the scientist, old Wilhelm, he was incensed. He was angry. He did not want the Nazis to take his discoveries and use them for bad. He knew that it was powerful and that in the wrong, used, in the wrong hands, that it could be harmful if you have bad intentions, right? Because it truly has power. So we are creating this, and I want you to hear me when I say this. I am creating this, both our pyramid and our pendant here, with love and light. And whomever these come in contact with can only have love and light, and must never be used for anything but love and light, and therefore health, right? Health. It looks like my leaf here moved over. I don't want it to cross over my wire there. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, guys. We will let this dry, and oh my gosh. The next couple steps are going to be the fantastic unveiling. Yeah, we get to unveil next. Can you believe it? I may finish a little more on the bottom, but certainly we'll get to take it out of the mold next. Oh gosh, you won't want to miss that, right? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Stay tuned. All right. Hey, won't you give us a like on the channel, won't you? And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, guys, stay tuned. We're going to do the unveiling next. That's groovy.